Young Chop career officially over after this. Young Chop may have ended his own career after his recent legal troubles. The Chicago producer has been the root of many beefs on the internet, even with some of the biggest rappers out. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and check out the link in the description to enter a chance at winning our Apple product giveaway. After picking up multiple charges on multiple different occasions these past months, this has ultimately led to the producer facing serious time behind bars and has also had many fans raise the question about his sanity. All of the 26-year-old's problems stem from his wild activities in social media. Young Chop played a big factor in the huge success of the Chicago drill scene. He worked on tracks with some of Chicago's biggest influences of today, such as Chief Keef. Residing in Georgia, Chop has been unable to stay out of trouble. With everything going on in the world, such as coronavirus, maybe the motive behind his social media antics is to keep his followers entertained while trying to market himself at the same time. Since his most recent arrest, Chop could have very well ended his own career. He has now stacked up a few charges and also has upset some of rap's biggest names. Thanks for tuning in today at Lime Report, where we will be getting into the full details as to how Young Chop's career is officially over after this. Young Chop had a period in his life where he was one of the hottest producers out, not only just in his native Chicago. Make sure to watch until the end to find out how Young Chop's career has officially ended. Do you think the 26-year-old producer is causing all this trouble as a publicity stunt? Let us know what you think in the comment section below. Young Chop's career is quickly going down the drain after causing non-stop issues online and in real life. After the rapper was arrested yet again, he will be faced with some serious consequences. Be sure to watch until the end to hear more about what Young Chop was locked up for. The producer was arrested in Georgia on Thursday after allegedly violating his probation. The Chicago native currently lives in the Atlanta area. It was not made clear what exactly the probation violation was, but it very well could have stemmed from his most recent social media troubles. Before his arrest after violating his probation, Young Chop had some more serious arrests as well. The Gwinnett County Office of the Solicitor General arrested Chop and took him into custody on Thursday, April 16th, for alleged animal neglect and animal cruelty in the form of starvation resulting in the death of a dog. Young Chop was irresponsible, and it led to the tragic passing of an innocent dog. It is very cruel for someone to starve a dog, let alone neglect it in any way in the first place. As a result, Young Chop, whose real name is Tyree Pittman, was arrested and charged with some hefty charges. Outside of only legal issues, he lost many fans as a result of his irresponsibility. You can see how extremely selfish his actions were when you look at Young Chop's case. A made man in his field was unable to take care of his own dog because of outside distractions. Maybe if he had not been focused on the internet problems, he would have been able to save the dog. We'll get more into that later. Animal neglect is a misdemeanor charge and violates Chop's current probation. Therefore, the Chicago producer was arrested for his involvement in the death of the puppy. For a man who constantly talks about his street lifestyle, it was a pretty unexpected charge. Not only has he been acting out in real life, but he has been causing the majority of his problems on social media. Just earlier this month, on April 7th, the producer was arrested for reckless conduct. This charge came after Young Chop recorded himself ignoring the nationwide and realistically worldwide stay-at-home order to search for 21 Savage in the rapper's old neighborhood. All of this comes after Chop was targeting the Atlanta rapper all week. Young Chop recently went on a spree of calling out rappers like 21 Savage, Meek Mill, T.I., Jay-Z, and Diddy on his Instagram. It wasn't long before 21 Savage responded to Chop's diss. "He done lost his mind," Savage said initially. Later, Chop continued his attack on Savage, posting a screenshot of a conversation between the two in which he called Savage a few terms we cannot repeat. After all of this was unfolding, Savage went onto Instagram Live to address Chop's latest diss. "'Cause you from Chicago, you just the toughest in America? We don't give a where you from. That don't make you tough," Savage said during the stream. "In the most treacherous hood, it's that's all that I'm from here, I'm from there, that don't mean anything. Don't give a where you from, period." Clearly, 21 Savage had enough of Young Chop's bold antics. The same day, Chop was arrested for driving without a valid license and expired registration. Things will get worse for Young Chop as not many fans were on his side. Comments started to get more extreme with their criticism of the Chicago rapper. 21 Savage made sure he didn't want anyone to wish violence upon the producer. "Y'all stop commenting RIP Chop and that," he said, reading the comments. Don't ever wish death on nobody. Many people were questioning where the entire issue began. Well, it is said that the situation between Chop and 21 Savage kicked off when the Chicago native claimed Meek Mill and 21 looked uncomfortable in a studio session when they saw he had a gun on him. They had the Bentley trucks outside, them skidded off, Chop said in a live stream. Whole time he was hiding behind Meek Mill though, I ain't even see him, continued the rapper. These are bold claims coming from the legendary producer. Considering the two rappers he is beefing with have prominent street history, this is a serious diss. Things get really crazy with Young Chop's case as he only makes things get worse. Continue watching to find out what happened in complete detail. After his arrest, the official code of Georgia defines reckless conduct as causing harm to or endangering the bodily safety of another. Basically, he was caught up for harassing an Uber driver. The details as told by the Uber driver, which were released via the police report, claim that Chop first took an Uber to a local Quick Mart. That is where he then requested the driver take him to an apartment complex. As revealed in the producer's older recorded Instagram live video, he said that he was going to the Atlanta rapper's Little Project, Little Townhouse. This location is not where 21 Savage currently lives, but rather supposed to be where he is from. Continue watching because things heat up. The report revealed that Young Chop had gotten out of the vehicle and started walking around the Atlanta neighborhood asking locals if they could locate 21 Savage. While looking for the rapper, Chop had a heated exchange with an unknown man. At some point, Chop pulled out a semi-automatic handgun and then got back into the Uber. Just like that, the entire situation escalated, all while on Instagram Live. This is an intense situation that made a big difference in Young Chop's current legal situation. Following Young Chop's actions, the Uber was then being followed by a black four-door sedan. Chop asked the Uber driver to then roll down his window and allegedly flashed his gun once again as the black sedan pulled up to his Uber. The other man in the sedan then began to shoot at the vehicle Chop was in first. Bullets hit the Uber's front panel, the driver's rear door, side rear panel, and shattered the driver's side back door window. This was a situation that could have ended fatally all over Young Chop's Instagram Live. He shows footage of the shattered glass in the car as proof, but boasts about making it out unscathed. Yo, they need to go hire some more shooters, bro, Chop says to the viewers on his live. Really, bro, y'all let off that many shots and ain't hit, bro. The 26-year-old Chicago producer wanted more action though and asked the Uber driver to continue following the sedan after they zoomed off. They were unsuccessful in catching up to the men. The Uber driver said he was unable to identify the men or the car, let alone the license plate. It was reported that Young Chop asked the Uber driver to not talk to the police about what happened, and he also offered to pay for the damages done to the vehicle. What was Young Chop's motive behind all of his recent antics stemming from his 21 Savage beef? Well, many people are suspecting that the producer is struggling with some mental health problems, which we will get into soon. Young Chop has gotten himself in plenty of real-world situations that could possibly end with him behind bars as of late. He has been arrested multiple times in these past months, and most of his issues all stem from his social media presence. His beef with 21 Savage is only one section of his internet beef. He has also been taking shots at Meek Mill and many other rappers who have big names in the industry, which we've mentioned earlier. Right after his arrest, once he was released, he had a message that he wanted to be made clear to French Montana and Savage. Let's play, Chop said in an Instagram post about French. He then took shots aimed at Meek Mill. Boy, you not on stop telling on yourself, Chop said. His comment referenced the Philadelphia rapper's post on social media, which was a photo of guns and bullets on his Instagram story after his trip to a gun range. The Chicago producer then followed up with another Instagram post aimed toward Meek. The Instagram post shows the Philly rap star letting off shots at the range. Oh yeah, him ready. I know how to shoot them too, Meek. Don't play yourself out here, Chop wrote in his own caption. He has since deleted the Instagram post about Meek and French. Clearly, he is upset at the rappers for something. He was reportedly upset at these rappers after they titled him as a scary person, meaning he isn't serious about the lifestyle he claims to live. Ultimately, just about everyone that the producer has started problems with online made the same claims in the end. Those claims were that Young Chop was clearly going through some real mental issues. It's sad to see this fake Young Chop needs to be in a mental institution. It's only a matter of time until somebody takes his life. Then all you're gonna see is hashtag RIP and a bunch of fake. If somebody cares about that man, go grab him and take him somewhere, revealed French Montana in a tweet. Meek Mill also made similar claims on Twitter, tweeting, It's obvious Chop having some mental issues. Y'all be gassing stuff so much, y'all just gonna ignore it. I've been getting beats from him for years, hope he gets well. 21 Savage, on the other hand, didn't lighten up on the producer. Young Chop released a diss track targeted at 21 Savage on YouTube. The video was titled, "When Young Chop Comes in the Studio." He's referencing an Instagram live video he was featured on. The Atlanta rapper didn't take it to heart. Instead, he wished the producer's success and flexed his jewelry collection on his Instagram story. Obviously, it was all out of sarcasm. With all these mainstream rappers no longer having good relationships with the producer, it is clear that his career may be done. The peak of Chop's career came back in the day when Chief Keef and others like Fredo Santana were revolutionizing the Chicago drill rap scene. Since then, Young Chop has not made any noise in the industry other than his recent beef. Thanks for tuning in today at Lime Report, where we covered the full details as to how Young Chop's career is officially over after this. Do you think the 26-year-old producer is causing all this trouble as a publicity stunt? Let us know what you think in the comment section below. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and check out the link in the description to enter a chance at winning our Apple product giveaway. Thanks for watching, and see you next time on Lime Report.